The fourth noble truth is there's a joyful way to live. I've often heard it phrased, there's a path out of suffering, and that's the Noble Eightfold Path. My interpretation is simpler, and it's just, there's a joyful way to live. And I think the best way I can explain that to you is with an example. Why do you love dogs so much? I'm making an assumption here. Most people love dogs. Why do you love dogs so much? Or why do most people love dogs so much? When you walk through the door, how does the dog react? It is pumped to see you, so much so that it's wagging its butt around. It's giving you love. It's giving you affection. It's just awesome to be greeted that way. And also, a dog is attuned to how you feel. So when you're the opposite, when you're sad and when you're low, the dog won't have that high energy. It'll kind of match your energy and gently come in and nuzzle you. It's attuned to when you're sad, and then it gently tries to comfort you. I think that's why we love dogs so much. They are loving. Now imagine for one moment that dogs had the opposite behavior. Imagine every time you walk through the door, a dog would bark and snarl at you. Not when you're entering somebody else's home, but your own home. And this would happen every time. Or when you were super sad, low energy, then the dog would rejoice in your suffering. The dog's kind of a funny thing to imagine, but the dogs probably would receive so many good boys, nice gentle pats and treats. We probably would not like dogs so much. The reason we love dogs so much is because they give so much love. There's a joyful way to live, and most dogs have mastered it. You need to help those around you feel joy, and you need to be attuned to how they're feeling. So when they're suffering, you help alleviate that suffering, and you help bring people to a place of joy. That is a joyful way to live, altruistically. Now, some of you may be objecting and thinking, well, bad things still happen to good people, Matt. To which I would say, you are right. But that brings us full circle back to our first truth, which is there is suffering. No matter what you do in this life, no matter how good you are, you will experience suffering. But if you choose a joyful way to live, you'll experience less suffering and you'll experience much more joy. And so that's what these four noble truths do. They take you from a place of suffering to joy, or they help you take other people from a place of suffering to joy. And in our last video, we will put all of them together.